It was on the second drive. He was running the ball. Yeah. I think he went to stiff on me, but his hand just went right through my face mask and cut it right across the underneath my eye, and it just started leaking. My contact came out. It was confusing. I didn't know what happened.
How many stitches?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't count.
Yeah.
I was over there thinking about everything else.
Did you get start play matter after that, or that cause you to dial anything up anymore?
No, I think it was just a week of preparation. I talked to Coach JP and figured out what my issue was because I feel like I wasn't playing as hard. I talked to him and he was like, it starts with practice. So all practice, I was just chasing after everything, and I think that was just carried into game.
Hey, Jared, just talk about playing the defense. You guys came out full blast. Going against a quarterback that's not really experienced for Wake Forest. I think they're second string, whatever. But he gave you a little problems during the game, but you guys kept him in check.
Yeah, no, he's definitely very explosive with his feet. So that was something we had to keep in check, try to keep our rush lanes in check. But he has a good arm too, so he was making good passes, especially at the beginning of the second half. So that's something we had to dial in, got to the sideline, talked about. But our main thing was just constrict the pocket, don't let him use his feet. And when we did that, we had a good day.
You guys gave up 75 yards in the first half. What do you think you did best during that first half?
I think it was playing together. Everybody was just doing their job. I think the issue with the beginning of the second half was people jumping out of the gap trying to do more than what they're supposed to do. But the first half, we just came out and did our 1 of 11.
Week after week, you guys continue to show grit and resiliency. So how do you continue that grit and resiliency throughout the rest of the season?
Because we know what our goals are. We can't get comfortable ever. We know how good some of these teams we play are, how good. We don't play any teams that are like, oh my God, they're bad, this is going to be an easy game. We play great teams, so we know each team is capable of beating us, but the only way they're capable of doing that is if we allow them to. So it's just every week we have to be our best and no one's going to mess with us.
Watching film, did you think there was a chance we could have a kind of a field day in their backfield? They've given up some tackles for loss, and you guys think you're one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Yeah, definitely seeing what they were capable of. As an offensive line, we were like, all right, we can take advantage of this, take advantage of that. But at the end of the day, it was just our execution, get off the ball. Like I said before, they're a good team. You just can't let them affect us.
When you're getting the stitches done, you're in the locker room, right, when they're doing it. Are you listening to the game? Do you have any idea what's going on? Did you know they had scored while you were in the locker room? How are you keeping up with that?
Nah, the doc was so focused on doing that. He was like, I was asked the week, he was like, I got to focus on this. I was like, all right. So then when I came out, I saw they scored. I walked over to the sideline, so I looked at everybody's face, and I was like, yeah, that was it.
And it's not something you want to rush a doctor, but I'm sure you're like, come on, man, were you saying, can we get this done quick?
Yeah, I was definitely trying to get it done quick, but also, I ain't a fan of needles. So I had to get my mind mentally right for that.
So you said, did you guys lose focus a little bit in the third quarter? Is that what you were saying?
I think it was just a lack of execution. I don't think it was a lack of focus. I don't think it'll ever be that with us. I think it was just people were getting out of their gaps. Mentally, they were speeding up a little bit. We had to slow ourselves down to be able to understand what was going on.
Is that something that's happened before? You've had some periods in games where you've kind of had a little lull and then picked it back up again. Is that something that still need to be cleaned up?
Yeah, I think it definitely happened before. As the season goes on, it happens less and less, but we need to have a game where it doesn't happen at all. Where we play a full game. We played a very great game today. We didn't play a full game yet.
Does it scare you? Or does it excite you as to what that might look like when you do play that full 60 minutes?
I'm scared for other teams. If we play a full game, I'm terrified for other teams.
Jared, you have a lot of guys that played against Wake Forest this last year and the year before that. How much did that help you guys in preparing for this offense since it has such a unique run game with that delayed mesh? How did it help you? How did it help the defense?
I think it was definitely Fabian Lovett. He's kind of spearheaded the whole thing all week. He's been up against them past 2-3 years, and he knows what they're capable of. He's like, and I think it was the anger of them beating us. 2-3 years in a row that kind of fueled us this whole week. We're like, we have to do better. We have to be better. We knew if we just walked in and did what we're capable of, they weren't going to beat us. They weren't going to come close. We were going to dominate. But we just had to think, all right, we have to be our best when we walk in.
Now, you obviously had a great road crowd for Florida State fans. How did it feel to see that the stadium filled with garnet gold?
It felt like a home game. I told their players, I said, it felt like an away game, don't it? And they were like, hey, I kind of scoffed it off. But no, it felt amazing. You look in the crowd, you see all garnet, all gold, all over the place, and just love it.
Last year, you guys really peaked as the season went on, just kept getting better and better. I know that's the goal for this year too. Do you have a theory as to why you guys continually get better as the season goes on?
I think I have to get that to Coach Norvell. The way he practices us, the way he puts us in good positions, bad positions during practice to make us realize everything that can happen. And you have to give it to Coach Storms too. He takes care of our bodies, but then he's going to push us to our brink so we can become stronger as the season goes on, faster as the season goes on versus the opposite where you get weaker and slower.
One more.